Hey guys, how have you been? Kamusta kayo? Well, considering it's a weekend, we got another video for you. So if you're new in this channel, consider subscribing. So natapos na nga yung ating birthday month, so we'd like to congratulate the winner. So still ongoing, we'll be sending out your specific prizes. Care to tag me to our social media accounts, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram. And again, kung na-miss nyo yan, huwag kayong mag-alala. May mga raffle prizes pa tayo. For today, we were thinking, nakita nyo ba yung nilaunch ng Apple, I think, when they had it in May? Launching the new iPad Pro M1. Wow! Such an amazing machine. But before that, they did also launch, I think in 2020, the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro M1. From reviews from a lot of vloggers or even a lot of tech aficionados, they found out that this has been killing the competitor when it comes to the processing power of the MacBook M1. For today, we're not talking about the MacBook M1. We're talking about you getting your Apple products at the most desirable discount here in the Philippines. You should be tuning in because I'd like you to know the steps that you will get as much as about 9,000 or 10,000 discount purchasing an iPhone or any Apple product in the Philippines. Let's set it up. Hey GM, happening right here, right now. Let's do it. Related to acquiring an Apple product, pag-usapan natin, bakit nga ba Apple? And for some people, why do they acquire Apple? Well, for me, one thing is certain. For whatever I do, I focus more on productivity. Okay? Not because Android doesn't have it. Again, this is not an argument which one is better. The Apple ecosystem. Let's start on that one. Obviously, I can't live without the AirPods Pro. Very useful. Very, sabihin na natin, versatile in whatever you do. You can even use it on Android. 12.9 iPad Pro. This is not the newest model. This doesn't rock the M1 yet. Okay, I'm thinking about getting one. So, syempre, kukunin pa rin natin doon sa ating legitimate source. Okay? These are not things to brag on what I do, but basically, to bring that level of understanding na sa ecosystem na to, one key factor why I started building my own Apple ecosystem for the reason of whatever I do on my iPhone. If I do something on my Notes app, syempre pag may meeting ka, when you try to plan something, when you need to put an outline or simply take down on the basic stuff, kahit pang grocery lang, di ba? Lalagay mo sa notes mo. And eventually, when I go back to my MacBook Air or even to my iPad, it's the same thing. I don't need to redo it or retype it. It simplifies the steps that I needed to do. It simplifies my workflow. And it syncs all together across the devices that I use, provided it is Apple. So this is not something that I purchase overnight, okay? It takes time. It takes so much amount of money, but eventually, because of how you plan it, how you intend to use it, the very purpose of why you're building your Apple ecosystem, and because it favors your productivity. I had a share of buying my Apple products, obviously, locally, legit distributor. I also bought from resellers, sa mga kaibigan natin mga resellers. They're all original. They're all competitively priced. I would say majority for resellers, they have 1-year warranty. Apple official warranty. So don't forget, huwag yung sabihin yung isa unfair at yung isa naman bias. Hindi. Pare-pareho lang yan. The only difference, if you guys notice, two things. The pricing. Sometimes pricing differs. Bakit? Because of timing. Minsan, pag nag-launch si Apple, you notice that it was already launched in the US, just like with the recent M1 iPad Pro, na-launch na yan. But if you notice, when you go to the legitimate stores, just like Beyond the Box, maybe Digital Walker, and a very, very trusted, well-known brand in the Philippines, PowerMac, wala pa sa kanila. So the pricing is higher when you buy sa ating mga suking resellers because it's already available on hand. Paano nila nagagawang available? Because they basically shell out resources just to acquire the products. So binibili ba nila to sa US, sa Hong Kong? So as you notice, when it comes to cost, tumataas din. When you buy to our suking PowerMac or Beyond the Box or Digital Walker, it is available. Yun nga lang, pag available na siya, available na sa region because legitimately, they follow a certain launch timeline. So again, think about timing, think about resources, and think about cost. Kaya siya lang nagkakaiba-iba. Everything you see here I bought it from PowerMac. Every Apple product, except for my iPhone, okay? Because I needed a dual SIM, okay? Kung hindi nyo pa alam, ang iPhone may dual SIM na yan. So this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max dual SIM, alright? Pag dual SIM, it's coming from Hong Kong. If you are aware of PowerMac, you need to understand that when you compare prices, palaging mas mahal ang distributor. That is true, and that is real. Because they certainly protect a certain margin, okay? And number two, there is a price lock. Pag sinabing price lock, pag punta mo ng kada PowerMac, yun talaga ang presyo nila. You can't change that. There is a legitimate pricing that you cannot change, except if there is discounting. Let's talk about discounting. Alam kong yun ang paborito nyo sa lahat, di ba? Parang ako lang din. Di ba? Ang Pinoy, makamura, the best. Hanggat maaari, tatawad. If you haven't heard about the education solutions, that gives you, for certain Apple products, a discount for students. PowerMac slash off a certain amount that will at least provide an ease for parents to buy something for their kids, enabling them to use Mac or Apple products for their school needs. Okay? Makakabuti yun. Alright? Increased productivity, maybe for school or majority when it comes to whatever requirement there is for students. Whether you're an elementary, your high school, your college, as long as you are a student. Okay? What they required, of course, a valid ID from the student. That student is currently in school. And finally, third, minsan tinatanong din nila to or hinahanap, you need to provide a document, school registration, that your son, your daughter, or your kids, aside from they are enrolled, proof of enrollment. First, you need to connect with PowerMac, okay? Whether you wanted to visit them in store, okay? Yun ang pinakamabilisan, visit them. If you can acquire something online, might as well do it. So the first step is visiting a physical store, PowerMac, okay? Pero kung medyo skeptic ka at marami ka pang tanong, you can connect and call PowerMac through their mobile number. I'll share it down below. So mayroon tayong mga links dyan. So don't worry, I'll provide you the details so you'll be able to connect with them. You can join their Viber group. If you can connect with them through Viber, that'll be easier kasi pwede ka mag-chat. Okay? You can ask them more questions. So that's number 3, through their Viber store. Or if not, through their Viber group chat. Okay? And finally, you can place your order directly through their reservation online. So if you have questions, we have the links down below. Don't forget that whatever you do every single day is paid forward, because here at AGM we talk about positivity, not only on the things that makes it practical, but the things that makes you better every single day. Alright? I'll catch up soon. I'll see ya on my next video. See ya!